So now it's down to you and I, Titta. We've made it through the day. Thank you to all of our listeners. I can see on Zoom there's been some supporters there that have vigilantly listened to us all day. So firstly, can I not only thank our panelists and our supporters here who have spoken, but also for everybody that has been listening to us today. I think it's been a very diverse program, so it's a real pleasure to know that it's good enough quality that people have been listening throughout the day. Hey,
exactly. And thank you very much, Sarah, for being a great co-host with me. And yeah, the thing is, we know each other so well already that I know when you start, so I can finish. It's gonna be. So what have we learned today? Lots of great panelists. Everybody's been on time. Everybody's been running smoothly. And do we have somebody from the radio to join us for thanks? I don't think so. Maybe we just thank them here. And so what are we gonna do next?
Wow, this is it. There's I've always got new and exciting ideas, and I think that this, as I said at the beginning of today, one of the great joys of working in Life After Yachting is we've given ourselves permission to adapt, and that was before even we had to adapt because of the changing world around us. We've certainly luckily had a business model, and not that it's, you know, everything can change anyway, but being able to adapt and listen to the crew has been one of the most important aspects of that, and being able to adapt what we're offering to accommodate the needs, and not just presuming that we know what we think the crew need. And I think that today we've learned even more from our panelists, you know, through conversations, who many of whom have been crew or in fact are crew still. So I think I've learned that there's even more we can do. There's even more support that we can provide, and certainly from some of the feedback that I've been having is people are already saying, oh, this should be longer than a month. So for those that aren't as familiar with Life After Yachting, perhaps you've recently tuned in on Super Yacht Radio. We have the online portal is open for the whole of September for crew to register completely free and gain access to our support network, jobs fair, and you know, general life support for crew thinking about moving ashore. And today is our one-day virtual event, so perhaps that's something that we should be considering for the future. If people are already asking, you know, when is the next one, perhaps we can adapt around that request.
Well, we have built the platform, which is there and accessible. We have the fantastic partners there already, so why should we close it down? It doesn't really not make any sense to me. I think it's something we need to keep open. We need to get more partners, even more crew to come and meet each other at the platform and get the knowledge what they need to Life After Yachting. But why wouldn't it be also Life Before Yachting, a platform with lots of information about yachting life?
I mean, I completely agree. Actually, just talking with Joey and Suzanne on the educational side of yachting immediately made me sort of think about the fact that is, you know, it's a two-way relationship there. It's the support that we're looking at getting crew to have their qualifications recognised, so that they can potentially gain a degree or a qualification that is recognised internationally, and the qualifications that they've done within yachting go towards something else. You know, in the same breath, you have crew that are doing qualifications in, you know, lots of really fantastic hospitality and other schools around the world, and why shouldn't that help them towards getting and taking qualifications with programs like guest internally? And that's exactly that. That's people joining the industry. This is a big circle, you know, the global community around the world, the hubs within Europe and America. We're all here as a close-knit community. So I think that's a fantastic idea. Perhaps we should look at expanding the support for people at every stage of their yachting career.
Exactly, and knowledge, education, future possibilities also for students who are just coming out of La Roche, for example, or another engineering school, or maritime school. So they will need an introductory courses to yachting industry, as this is very specific. But why couldn't it go both ways? Of course it can. And nowadays, when the older education is anyway going more and more e-based learning, so I'm sure they can also adapt their courses, like Joey was already saying that this is what they are doing, and Susanne also. So education is also only one part of this, but the career advisors, financial advisors, they all tie together, and I think if we could form a platform or a source where people could find all the yachting needs, not yacht needs, I don't mean yacht needs, I mean the information what you need for your career in yachting. So it could be a one-stop shop.
Yes, yeah, exactly. A resource that, you know, gives you the honest support and a network of people that you can trust to give you good advice and help in whichever direction you're going or whatever point in your career. I know that we get lots of inquiries. You know, I'm lucky to work with a number of different businesses within yachting, and I run lots of social media accounts, for example, within yachting, and no matter what the business is, I often get people inquiring, just reaching out through social media to yachting businesses, yachting associations, asking for advice, you know, looking for that first helping step, or what do I need to do, you know, what is the good information, you know, do I need to, which course should I be taking, you know, where should I be going, you know, all the stuff that some of us kind of just presume people know. So I think that's absolutely a really valuable thing that we could potentially build and have out there for people.
Exactly, and I think also what we spoke with Tony, so that you also need to be able to trust the information you get. So our responsibility is then to really check the companies and make sure that they are reliable, and the information they are giving and the education they are giving there, it's valuable. So I think that's also that you need to be able to trust.
Yeah, completely agree. It's, you know, word of mouth has been a staple of this industry, because as we've previously discussed, time is precious. And so whether it's you're, you know, provisioning for your next charter and you're on board and you need to trust that the fresh fish is being delivered is actually fresh, or whether it's to do with trusting the career advice you're being given, or that, you know, it is okay to fly out to this yacht in this place to take a job, and that it is a genuine opportunity. There's lots that we can do to help build and support that trust, and it's clearly what has been the foundations of this industry. So it should be continued on for those leaving and those joining.
Exactly. And what about our next event?
Wow, exactly. What are we going to do next? This is the question in this ever-changing world at the moment. How yeah, how confident are we to plan ahead for that?
Yeah, well, anyway, we know something. We know how to do this because
Yes.
we can absolutely flawlessly. And I'm so happy. I told you yesterday that I'm a bit scared because everything looks so good. And most of the things were not even depending on us, like people being on time and all the rest of it, but it's all gone fantastically. And I really miss, like I think I said at the Krakens Den, I miss the human contact. We all been at home for a long time again. And I believe that we should plan to meet in Barcelona end of April. We hope that the pandemic is gone by then and nobody remembers the name of COVID anymore. And we can actually get together and have a nice networking event over there.
I think that's a very good place to start, definitely. And I think that if we don't work towards it, then things will never happen, will they? So back to being glass half full and positive, and let's hope that we can certainly work towards that. And I think it looks, I too have missed the travel and missed the human contact. So I think that the hybrid mix of virtual and in-person events is something that will come back, definitely, and we should be working towards that for sure.
And I think it's going to be fewer opportunities, and we are all going to cut back the travel. And I hope so too for the environment's sake. But we still need to be able to meet and talk and have some fun together. And this is fun too, but it's much nicer to have this glass. Sarah?
Oh, I didn't manage to get mine. What a shame. I'll have to go with this. Cheers.
In southern France, so it's much more elegant here.
That's fantastic. Looks like I'm drinking a pint of gin. I promise I'm not drinking a pint of gin, but maybe I will shortly.
It's a Finnish vodka. So let's think about Barcelona and something fun we can do there and continue this way and start expanding it towards wider audience, to serve the wider audience or the complete yachting audience with the services and knowledge and education and help.
Sounds good to me. I think it's a testament to all of our partners today, and I'm sure there are more people out there that will be getting involved, and the community is growing daily, both from the crew side and from the professional side. So let's continue on that journey, I think, and bring more and more people together. So and a huge part of that today is obviously our Superyacht Radio friends. So a huge thanks to Maeve and Dave and the Superyacht Radio team for having us broadcast live all day on their radio. There's some trust for you, isn't there, to allow you and I to take over the station for such a long time. And we are very grateful for the support and the exposure that you've given us, given the project. So thank you to both of you, and I look forward to hopefully doing this again as well. Maybe we can somehow have a live, maybe we'll have Superyacht Radio providing the music at the networking party in Barcelona. There are so many options that we could look into, so I'm excited to continue all of our conversations.
Yes, and also to support startup businesses and getting you involved. There's a few lined up already and a few in brewing, so I'm really excited to get on helping them and get forward the ones we had in front of the panel already and get the news and follow them up. And the greatest ever thanks for Sarrah. Even she's drinking the Finnish vodka there, so I have the glass of cava in Barcelona in end of April with you. Latest.
Yes, absolutely. Well, thank you to you, Titta, as well. Thank you for being the brainchild behind this fantastic, I would say it's a movement now. It's not just a portal or an event. It's the Life After Yachting movement. I shall declare it today. But thank you, because this is couldn't have happened without your energy behind it, and the goodwill and the goodness of what you're trying to achieve. Makes me very proud to be part of it. So thank you, everyone. And I think we'll probably do some music, and I'll run and grab that glass of wine as well. So let's sign off here. And thanks to all our panelists once again, all of our listeners, all of our supporters, and until next time, thank you.
Exactly. Thank you very much. And we give the radio back over to Dave and Maeve. And we're gonna cut now the Zoom, and have a great weekend, everybody. And thank you for following us, and thank you for the great audience. Thank you.